what I'm doing is I'm doing intervals. So I'm trying to shorten up the time a little bit and kind of hit my metabolism a little different. Remember, I'm gearing up for the Fit for 50, so stay tuned. All right, so I finally got, you guys have seen this car. I just finished, but I just got this one back. Same two-tone. So I'm actually gonna shoot these two together. So you can see I did the finish. I waited for 3 months for this film to come in. So it's kind of the same as this here. You can see how it's got the two-tone?
Yeah, black matte.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just finished, I just did new wheels and everything.
I thought you were selling.
Everything's for sale. So if anyone on YouTube wants to buy it, but I just did the new wheels.
Wow.
And they redid everything, all paint correction, and
wow,
came out sharp. They did a really good job. But it was there for 3 months, dude. Wow. It's a long time. So I finally got it back. I just need to drive it. Nice. Such a nice day in Vegas, dude. This is the weather we like. No more heat. Before we know it, it'll be 150 degrees.
It'll take some time.
So, the leaf blowers are here, dude. I gave these guys some samples the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we're back. We're back jaywalking. You said it's too cold today. I'm not too cold. Obviously, I got.
You get a sweat going.
Yeah, so I started with a little fasted cardio this morning. Feeling good, actually. I'm on a really good schedule right now. I've actually been taking the days off. I'm actually listening to myself and not training every single day. So I've been training on a 2-on, 1-off schedule. It's working great for me. So day one's shoulders and triceps. Hey man, good morning. And then the next day's back. Then I take a day off. And then I do the next day chest and biceps, and then the following day I do legs, and then I take a day off. So you guys looking for the ultimate schedule, I believe that is it. If you remember, I used to train twice a day.
Yeah.
Kind of funny, Regan called me over the weekend, and he said to me, he said he wanted to start doing double split training.
Really?
Yeah, so I believe he started this week. I know a lot of people are asking about this property, and they're not budging on the price yet.
No.
Not desperate times yet, which I predict. A little financial news for you guys. Listen, be patient, because if you're looking to purchase something, whether it's a vehicle or land or invest in something that might have a better price tag, wait a few months to do so. Let's get through the first 2 quarters of the year, and we'll see what what June and July brings for you guys. It's kind of funny how you listen to all these economic people kind of predict where things are going, whether it's crypto or, the stock market and what everything. Obviously, I prepared way early for all this. A lot of us saw this coming quite some time with supply chain network, was a business and everything else. And even supplement prices, they're shifting a little bit right now. And, we had a super successful Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which we still have the sale going on right now. It goes till today, ends tonight at midnight. So it's been awesome. Appreciate everyone's support out there. And I was doing a podcast yesterday, and I was talking about, which is going to launch today actually. And I was talking about the Olympia. I ran into Milos last night at the gym.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he was training at Elevation.
Okay.
I went about 9 o'clock. He was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he training himself or someone?
He was with somebody training, but, it's kind of funny. I just had texted him out of the blue yesterday, and I was like, hey, what's your top 6? Because, we were talking about, Olympia predictions. I didn't give the predictions yet.
Yeah.
And, I was talking to Matt about it in the podcast. I'm like, well, I think it's going to be the same top 5, and then that top 5 turned into top 6. And that was the kind of funny thing where, we were kind of talking about that and, why I think it's, not going to change up so much. But he said, can you predict the order? And I said, no, I can't predict the order yet because it's too early.
Right.
And, I said, I'll give that probably next week. So it's funny. I asked Milos, like, what's your top? He said it changes every week. I don't know if we've ever had that type of situation. Watch this guy. He's going to back out. He might not look. A lot of movement today in my neighborhood. Yeah. So a lot of shifting in people's minds because they just don't want to make the call. kind of funny when I was doing it, dude. I never thought, I don't think a lot of people, I think people thought I wasn't going to finish in the top 2. I remember they used to say every year that someone would come along and knock me out of it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I never thought you could beat Coleman, first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys, the so-called experts, the Columbos and whatever, they were just like, they never thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, that's what was so nice about the books and the magazines is they really documented like everyone's approach, and you learned people's rhythm on how they train for the contest. And that was the thing, like Flex or like even MD, eventually it became like certain guys were contracted by each book, right? So you didn't have everyone under the same like umbrella.
Yeah.
But let's take Flex, for example, because I'm going to throw back to like when you and I started training. It was a highlight reel of the best of the best. It was a highlight reel so you could see how each top competitor, especially at the Olympia, because they highlighted all the guys leading into the contest, everyone kind of got their fair shake on publicity, and you could see how each guy's training varied differently from each other.
Yeah.
And that's when you could learn a lot more because it was boom, right in front of you. And you had, I think people's minds were more zoned in because we didn't have a phone to look through.
Right.
Like instead of sitting on the phone when you're on the toilet or listening to something that you might miss something as you're cooking breakfast or whatever else, you had to sit down and you had to absorb it. You had to read it. You had to imagine that in your mind.
You were less distracted.
Yes, and there was so much less, because think about like the distractions in life now because of the iPhones and the Androids and everything else, right?
It's nonstop.
It's just so much distraction where, we didn't have that. So we were able to sit and learn and absorb the books. I used to sit inside Barnes and Nobles and I used to read these books, and it taught me so much. And if you ask me today, like what knowledge I get, I mean, I watch like a lot of financial, like I watch the housing stuff, or I watch, the market watches or whatever else. Obviously the news there's not really great bearers of great news, right? But at the same time, you can learn from those people that are figureheads in that space. But if you watch things, dude, most of the stuff is like drama-filled, controversy. That's what people are watching. So there's no real education. Get it?
Yeah.
Like it's easy for people to be like, oh,
It's entertainment. That's it.
it's entertainment. And that's what, listen, I know that's like, you still need that balance, right?
But that's all it is.
But if I asked you, because I know you as a person that's more like, I don't know, would you really want to watch something for entertainment on the controversy side? Not really, right? You want to learn about like what someone's doing with their nutrition or their training or...
Yeah, I want to learn something. If possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the only disadvantage. Like, reading is still... I just wish the magazine still had more...
I know.
Because I know people still have the subscription. I still get it every month,
Yeah.
They still show up in my house, the Muscular Development. Shout out to Steve Blackman for that. He sends it to me.
Who's the last one?
Yeah. But to be honest, I don't sit there and absorb a lot of this stuff. I look at the covers and I see who's running ads and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, little different,
Yeah.
But man, I've been working really like lengthy behind the scenes now because, I'm launching a new CUTLER Club platform. So I was using it on an app, and I'm actually launched a website. It's all finished. I'm just waiting for the transfer, which is probably like 21 more days or so. I'm doing a live feed on the app this weekend, but I'm putting more effort into creating, natural programs for people to follow, nutrition programs, pace of how you need to train to better yourself. Because I know leading into the new year, that's what a lot of people are going to be doing.
Yeah.
So for me, as I'm doing this whole follow through with transforming and training consistent, like for me to be almost in December, dude, and be in like such a good space and already progressing, it's really key. So I've been grilling all my meats outside, and putting them all in the container like I did back in 90,
Oh, shit.
92, 93, 94.
Wow.
And I've been actually reheating food, which you know I never do,
Yeah.
and taking it to the office with me and,
Wow.
you know, working on that thing. So, you know, we just dropped a bunch of new clothing on CUTLER.com, like some limited shirts and
Yeah, people like them.
yeah,
Design.
the Young LA stuff's going awesome. A couple of the guys are launching these Boulevard frames here, so make sure you guys check them out. That's dropping on the 8th of December. So busy with end of the year cleanup, dude. Launching a bunch of new products. Just got some samples for some international business I'm doing, and working on Canada right now, getting more products into Canada, trying to avoid the leaf blowers. But now it's nice because
They'll be happy, yeah.
we have a mic, so you guys are probably happy about that. But you know, I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was great. Hope you guys didn't eat too much. Like I said, I don't even know if I've done a real commentary thing. Did we shoot before Thanksgiving? Or was it after?
Right before.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't end up eating anything, which is pretty standard for me. I mean, if I went back home with my family, I probably would have had more food, but I didn't end up eating. You know, I had some trifecta food that day. I trained. It's a great thing. I was at Kilo the other night, and it's so nice to have a gym that's not disruptive by holidays and like certain hours, right? That's the one thing. I train at a gym that's key card related, which I know some of you guys do, and that could be Planet Fitnesses or Anytime Fitness, or you train at home. Like you smart people are training at home. You don't have that limited ability to attend the gym, you know?
Yeah.
But I was watching some people that, you know, recently joined there, and, you know, people are starting to kind of document their journey, because I know how important it is for people to follow along now and stay motivated. You know, you get motivated by the atmosphere, so that gym wouldn't be the best place for you.
I still like it though.
Yeah, we all got to find our ways to train and what keeps us motivated, you know?
Yeah.
Is this weather surprising you today, or?
No, I know it's been colder.
Can you imagine if it was windy today like it normally is?
It warms up during the day. It's just the mornings and nights that are cold and days.
Yeah, would you ride your motorcycle in this weather?
No.
Wait till it snows.
Do you think it's gonna snow?
Yeah, I think this year it will snow.
Yeah?
Dude, it's really coming. If you said it's 38 this morning, that's
38. Yeah.
pretty cold for Las Vegas, you know? It's better than being back in Mass or Montreal. I gotta call my mom today and see how she's doing, you know?
Yeah.
Capone's Angie's in the guest quarters today.
Oh?
I don't think she could sleep last night, so
Oh, okay.
sometimes she pops over there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, we're a week and a half away from, is it a week and a half?
No, like 2 weeks.
No, it's a week and a half.
No, because it's 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this weekend will be 2 weeks. This is the Nationals weekend, you know.
Okay.
It's in Orlando, I think. A lot of people coming out here for that, so I'll be hiding out. Won't be in the gyms too close to the strip, that's for sure. I used to get so crazy at City Athletics, so
Yeah.
it'd be hard to train.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll have my predictions next week
Okay.
on what I think. I think once I get a better idea of, because people seem to want the placings of it, you know. I don't know if I can put them, it's hard to put them in order and
I know.
not be disruptive, but
Yeah.
I think you'd be surprised at some of my predictions.
Can't wait.
But stay tuned, and appreciate you guys following along. You guys been asking for jaywalking, so
There it is.
let's go.
No mercy for you, no worries for you. That Game of Thrones, go Cersei on you. I flipped the script, I roll the dice. Don't fall asleep, cause I'm working nights. Hey, you tryna shut me